I hope I get the story right. There's a Rab Brisky. The story happened 20 years ago. I don't remember how long ago. Anyway, so on Chanukah, he had a Chabad house in America. Which state? I don't remember. See, I don't have the details of the story properly, but the main point of the story you'll see. So he had a Chabad house wherever in one of the states in America, in one of the states, Minnesota, whatever. And he would go every year, and he would make a Chanukah party in different places. He would usually go to these big shopping malls. They would set up a big Chanukia, and they would bring somebody to play music, and he and his children would be there, and they would dance, and it would be happy. So there was one place where they were supposed to make the Chanukah party, and the place where he usually made it, it was taken up, whatever. So he looked through the telephone directory, or he called up, and he found that there was a big mall, a big shopping mall, and he called up, and they gave him a really good price, and they said that he could go there and he could make it right outside of the in the shopping mall over there. So we went to the place. It was already, right before the evening. I guess he went there in the afternoon to set up, and the whole shopping mall was empty. It was all empty. It ended up that they had, it didn't succeed, and store after store left, and the only thing that was left over there was just a movie theater. That's all there was with a movie theater. And a few people came to the movie theater. I guess it was still there. I guess there was sufficient customers to come that they didn't close the movie theater down. So they had the movie theater. But except for that, the place was like a ghost town. But there was all these empty stores. There was nobody there except for that. And so they figured, okay, listen, they'll set up outside of the movie theater, and they'll see. And I mean, as could be understood, if the shopping mall was empty, so it was a place where people didn't go. So very few people came to the movie theater. I guess the movie theater was also close to being shut down. So what could he do? He didn't know. At least there was somebody would come. So he set up the Chanukah menorah over there, and they lit the candles. This guy is playing music. He's playing one of the organ, and they're singing and they're dancing. There's nobody there. So he's singing. So he says, listen, at least I'll sing. The non-Jews will see. The non-Jews will be happy. We'll take some non-Jews and dance with them. Who knows what, something like that. So they came there. A man came with his daughter, and he sees that they're this, and the daughter says, let's go over there and see what there is. And so they went over. What is this? It's Chanuka today. Are you Jewish? Yeah, I'm Jewish. Yeah. Come dance. They started, no, I don't want to dance. So anyway, they forced them. They said, come, we'll dance. And there's nobody came. We're here all alone. We spent a lot of money to come here. Okay, I'll do it for you. So they danced. He danced with them, and they gave him suganiot, whatever so what do they call it? The donuts in Israel. They have a big thing, suganiot. Donuts. And they danced. They give him this, and they're happy, and that's it. And he gave him his card, we're in Chabad. Maybe come over to Chabad. It could be maybe even put tefillin on him. I don't know. Maybe it was in the nighttime, because usually you light the candles right before the night. But in any case, so he put. That's it. Years later, Chanukah. That was Chanukah. One person came to his Chanukah party that he made. He figured it was a pretty big, a pretty big failure. Years later, he met up with this fellow that I guess he's a little bit religious or something. Like I say, I'm sorry that I'm missing a few of the details of the story. And the person said, do you remember me? He said, no, I don't remember. He said, remember that Chanukah party you made? Oh, no. No, one second. Oh, something is coming back to me. Someone comes to his Chabad house, and he looks, someone traveling through, and he's looking through the pictures. He has albums of pictures. And they used to have albums. I don't know if they have those things anymore, right? They have printed out pictures nowadays. I don't know. Everything's online. Anyways, he's looking, and he calls Rabbi Brisky over, and he says, oh, you see this here? And he looks over, and there's this failed Chanukah party that he made. His Chanukah thing. And he said, see that person over there? He said, yeah. He said, that's me. He says, well, you're the rabbi. You were the rabbi that was there. He said, why? Yeah, that's right. I was the rabbi. I guess this fellow was just sort of passing through, and he went through he stopped off at the Chabad house maybe to pray or something like that. And here he says that this rabbi is you. He says, that person is me. He looks at the person, doesn't look anything like him. Right? The man he's got a little beard now. And Rabbi Brisky, this was already like 5 years earlier or something. So I guess he looked sufficiently different that he didn't recognize him at first. So he said, yeah, he said, I want to tell you something. He said, Rabbi Brisky said, oh yeah, I remember that you were the only person that came. There was something like that. I really thought it was a big failure. We spent a lot of money and we made a lot of preparation and we had all these, sufganiot and, things, latkes and whatever they give away and nobody ate, He said, well, maybe you can think whatever you think, but I want you to know you saved my life. So what? He said, well, I'll tell you. He said, what happened? He said, I went through some hard times and my business went bad and I have debts. And at that time, my wife and we were on the verge of getting divorced. And my wife said she was leaving me and I was basically lost everything I lost. So we have a daughter. My wife was going to take my daughter. So I said, listen, let me just go to the show with my daughter. We'll go to the show. We'll have one good time together. We'll go to a show. My daughter picked out the show. She wanted to see some sort of a cartoon show, whatever it is. And I said, okay, I'll take you to the show. So we went to the show and I was, trying to be really happy with my daughter, but really I was totally broken inside to the degree that I had made up my mind that I had nothing to live for. Business wasn't succeeding. I was a failure at business. I was a failure at marriage. I'm a failure at life. And I'm already getting older. And I decided that I'm going to put an end to my life. I decided I'm going to go with my daughter. I'm going to take her back home. I'm going to drop her off. And then I even had all planned out how I'm going to do it, put an end to my life. And so, and at least my daughter will have a good memory of me, that I went to we went to the show together, we enjoyed it, so a good memory. And then all of a sudden you came and you grabbed a hold of me, you said, let's dance. I didn't want to dance. You started dancing and you talked about Chanuka and about light and about this and about Judaism and about being good. And suddenly I thought, listen, maybe, there's a chance. Maybe there's a chance. Maybe there's hope. Maybe there's hope. If there was hope for the Maccabees, there's hope for me. And that changed my whole life. Suddenly I decided, I'm going to give it another try. I don't remember what exactly happened. If he remarried his wife, if they got remarried, whatever happened, it was good. It came to a good end. He started a new life. He started a new business. He became a religious Jew. And he said, I just want you to understand that that what you thought was a big failure, that little bit of light, it pushed away a lot of darkness for me. And that's what saved my life. I'll look up the story again. And if the mistakes that I made, I'll try to correct them tomorrow. But that's the essence of the story, is to show that if you do something good, the actions are up to us and the results are up to God. And if you do something good, for sure, there's going to be good results, despite what you might think and how you interpret it, etc. Have a good day with Mashiach now. See you all tomorrow, 8:15 in the morning.